What's up, yugitube? It's your boy Wisconsin77, bringing you the second installment in the Spellbook of Prophecy series. This time, I'm going to be covering the Spellbook spell cards. And without further ado, let's get right into it. You see on your screen Spellbook of Secrets, probably the most expensive spellbook card because it searches out the other spellbook cards. This effect reads: add one spellbook card from your deck to your hand, except Spellbook of Secrets. You can only activate one of these per turn, guys. Now, what makes this one the most important spellbook card, probably the most important card in the spellbook series, is the fact that he can search out Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. Yeah, he can search out the monster, and the little level 2 water monster, he can search out Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. So as Magician of Prophecy can search out him, this card can search out any spellbook card, including hidden spellbook, spellbook organization, whatever has spellbook in its name, it can search it out. Although I don't know why you'd be searching those out, because they're not important. But anyway, like I said, this is probably the most important spellbook spell card that we have, and it's probably going to be the most expensive, but there's a 3 of in any deck you build. Next, one of my favorites, Spellbook of Wisdom. This effect reads, quick play spell card by the way. This effect reads, target one face-up spellcaster type monster on the field and activate one of these effects. Either unaffected by spell effects this turn, or unaffected by trap effects this turn. Now, you may be thinking, what's the deal with this? Like, it doesn't drop any attack, it's not Forbidden Lance. Why don't you just use Forbidden Lance? It's better. Now, I actually like this better than Forbidden Lance in this build in some ways, because it doesn't drop your attack. And it can only target face-up monsters. So, spellcaster type monsters, sorry. So, now, you got pretty much a double-edged sword. If you don't have Secret Village, if you're playing the Secret Village build, you can play this. They play Dark Code. Boom, you protected your High Priestess for a turn or whatever you spellcast you have out. Or you're attacking. You can attack without impunity. They play that Deep Prison. They play that Mirror Force, whatever. Another trick that I like to use is Summer Temperance of Prophecy. No response. Play Spellbook of Wisdom on Temperance. Now, all Temperance needs is a Spellbook card activated that turn to activate her effect. Why would you play Spellbook of Wisdom on Temperance? Is to keep it from using Solemn Warning on Temperance effect. So, you tribute Temperance, they can't use Solemn Warning because she is unaffected by trap cards this turn. You bring out your High Priestess, safe, unless they have bottoms or something. Then, in that case, I hope you have another Spellbook of Wisdom. But, I really like this card, and I would say at least 2 or 3 of. I can't wait to show you guys my deck profile. I'm pretty much done with it. I just got to get a couple more cards. Next, another one of my favorite cards, and one of the most powerful spell cards ever printed to me, Spellbook of Life. Now, I can't wait to show you guys a couple tricks I have with this card on my sleeve, but you have to wait for that. Anyway, its effect reads, banish one spellcaster type monster in your graveyard, and reveal one other spellbook spell card in your hand to target one spellcaster type monster in your graveyard. That's a lot. Special summon that target in face-up attack position and equip it with this card. The equipped monster's level is increased by the level of the monster that was banished for this card's activation. You can only activate one of these per turn, guys, or else it'll be broken as hell. Now, what makes this card so special is if later on they decide to MST it, the monster doesn't go away. The monster stays right there. You may lose the level increase, but that's unimportant. That monster stays right there where it is. So this is an extremely powerful card for any spellcaster deck. You can't just splash it in any spellcaster deck, unfortunately, because you reveal another spellbook spell card from your hand. But, that's where Spellbook of Secrets comes in. Alright. Also, Spellbook of Power. Now, I really actually like Spellbook of Power, even though it doesn't do a whole lot. Actually does a lot, to be honest with you. But it doesn't have like a broken effect. It's not like Spellbook of Life. But what you do is you target one face-up spellcaster type monster you control. To the end phase, it gains 1,000 attack. Also, until the end phase, each time it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can add one spellbook spell card from your deck to your hand. This also searches, guys. And you only activate one of these per turn, which if you activate more than one of these, this actually kind of be broken. 1,000 attack is a lot. It's nothing to sneeze at. 3,500 attacking High Priestess, or hell, even 2,700 attacking Magical Exemplar, or 2,000 attacking freaking Temperance. It's incredible. So you can bump up Temperance, hit over that Thunder King, which is going to be big this format. Get your search off, get your, special summon off of your level 5 or higher light dark spellcaster type monster from your deck with Temperance. I really like this card. I would say run a couple if you're considering running this archetype, guys. And lastly, the TCG exclusive Spellbook Library of the Crescent. I actually really like the artwork on this card. It's pretty nice. But this spec reads: if you have no spellbook spell cards in your graveyard, reveal 3 spellbook spell cards with different names from your deck, and your opponent randomly adds one of them to your hand, and shuffle the rest back into your deck. You can only activate 1 spellbook library of the Crescent per turn. You cannot activate any other spell cards the turn you activate this card to sell spellbook spell cards. Now, a lot of you thinking, this shit is bad, boo, what the hell? Now, yes, it's bad right now, but when Abyss Rising comes out, I actually think this card is going to be pretty good. Now, the fact that you add one randomly, or your opponent actually adds one randomly from your hand or to your hand with this effect, it's kind of bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But that's where you have to be smart and just pick and choose what cards you're gonna need at the moment or later on or whatever. Don't just randomly pick 3 spell cards from your deck and your opponent adds the wrong one. You're like, ah, shit. But honestly, this card can be good, especially it's a good opener. To be honest with you, it's a pretty good opener. If you open with this card, it's deck thinning. And when Abyss Rising comes out, you'll have more options to choose from with as far as spell cards go. And most of your deck is going to be spellbook spell cards, except for like Monster Reborn and some MSTs if you decide to play it maybe. But guys, that's it for the spellbook spell cards that we have out right now. Like I said, I'm not covering any Abyss Rising things. I'll do that in November, late November or December, whenever the Abyss Rising set comes out. But next video is going to be my deck profile. I can't wait to show you guys that because I'm excited. I'm ready for this new archetype. I'm ready to play it. I'm ready to kick some ass, ready to get in some tournaments. And guys, like I said, stay tuned. This is WizCat77 yu-nique Alliance. You don't know who those guys are. Check my page out. And I'm out. Peace, YouTube.